March 28, 2025, began like any other day in Myanmar. The sun rose over the bustling streets of Mandalay, casting a warm glow on the city. People were starting their day, heading to work, opening shops, and children were on their way to school. The air was filled with the usual sounds of daily life, a symphony of voices, footsteps, and the occasional honk of a car horn. People went about their routines, unaware of the seismic shift about to occur. The marketplace was alive with activity, vendors calling out their wares and customers haggling over prices. It was a scene of normalcy, a snapshot of everyday life in Myanmar. At precisely 12:50 p.m. local time, the earth roared to life. Without warning, the ground beneath their feet began to tremble. What started as a faint rumble quickly escalated into a violent shaking. A powerful earthquake registering a magnitude of 7.7 ripped through the heart of the nation. The tremors were felt far and wide, sending shockwaves through the land. Its epicenter lay near Mandalay, Myanmar's second-largest city and a cultural hub. Known for its rich history and vibrant culture, Mandalay was now at the center of a natural disaster. The quake, a sudden and violent tremor, shook the ground with terrifying force. The intensity of the shaking was unlike anything the residents had ever experienced. Buildings swayed, walls cracked, and people scrambled for safety as the earth beneath them convulsed. Panic spread through the streets as people tried to find shelter from the falling debris. This was no ordinary tremor, it was a disaster of unprecedented scale unfolding in the heart of Myanmar. The aftermath left a trail of destruction, with buildings reduced to rubble and streets littered with debris. The once bustling city of Mandalay was now a scene of chaos and devastation, a stark reminder of the power of nature. As if the initial quake wasn't enough, a series of aftershocks followed in its wake. These tremors, though less powerful than the main event, continued to rattle the already devastated region. Adding to the quake's ferocity was its shallow depth. Originating a mere 10 kilometers or 6.2 miles below the surface, the seismic waves unleashed their full fury upon the unsuspecting population. The shallowness amplified the ground shaking, leading to more widespread and intense destruction. The combination of the earthquake's magnitude and its proximity to the surface made this a particularly catastrophic event. As the dust settled and the initial shock subsided, the grim reality of the earthquake's impact began to emerge. The death toll climbed rapidly, with at least 144 confirmed fatalities in Myanmar alone. Over 730 people suffered injuries, many severe. In neighboring Thailand, the earthquake's reach claimed the lives of at least 9 individuals. Rescue workers raced against time, searching for survivors amidst the rubble, their efforts hampered by the scale of the devastation and the ongoing threat of aftershocks. The true extent of the casualties remained tragically unclear as darkness fell on the devastated region. Mandalay, the city closest to the epicenter, bore the brunt of the earthquake's wrath. Historic buildings, unable to withstand the violent shaking, crumbled into dust. The Ma Soe Yane Monastery, a revered religious site, lay in ruins, its once grand structure reduced to a pile of bricks and broken timber. Civil servant housing blocks, home to countless families, collapsed, trapping residents beneath tons of concrete. Adding to the city's woes, a dam near Mandalay burst under the strain of the earthquake, unleashing a torrent of water that swept through streets and homes, compounding the destruction and adding to the chaos. Across the border in Thailand, the bustling capital city of Bangkok didn't escape the earthquake's reach. The tremors, though less intense than in Myanmar, were still powerful enough to wreak havoc. A 33-story building under construction near the iconic Chatuchak market collapsed, transforming what was once a symbol of progress into a tomb of twisted metal and broken concrete. The city's urban rail system ground to a halt, its tracks deemed unsafe after the tremors. Bangkok, usually a vibrant hub of activity, was declared a disaster area as rescue teams worked tirelessly to locate and extract survivors trapped beneath the rubble. The earthquake's impact extended far beyond Myanmar and Thailand. Across the region, tremors were felt in neighboring countries, sending ripples of fear and prompting evacuations. In China's Yunnan and Sichuan provinces, the shaking caused damage and injuries, particularly in the border city of Ruili. Tremors were also reported in Cambodia, Bangladesh, and India, a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of the region and the far-reaching consequences of natural disasters. The international community, shocked by the scale of the devastation, watched with concern as the full impact of the earthquake became apparent. In the face of unimaginable devastation, the government of Myanmar, led by its military junta, declared a state of emergency in 6 regions and states, including the heavily impacted areas of Naypyidaw and Mandalay. Appeals for international aid were issued as the nation grappled with the overwhelming scale of the disaster. Thailand's Prime Minister also declared a state of emergency, mobilizing resources and personnel to assist in rescue and relief efforts. International organizations including the WHO, IFRC, and MSF sprung into action, dispatching teams and supplies to the affected regions. Amidst the statistics and reports, it's the personal stories that truly convey the horror and heroism that unfolded during and after the earthquake. These stories bring to life the raw emotions and the sheer terror experienced by those who lived through the disaster. A Mandalay resident, her voice trembling with emotion, described the terrifying moment the tremor struck. Everything shook so violently. She recalled how her family huddled together, praying for the shaking to stop, fearing the worst with every passing second. We ran outside terrified as buildings around us crumbled. The ground beneath us felt unstable, and the sound of collapsing structures was deafening. It was a scene of utter chaos and panic. The air was thick with dust and the screams of people trapped inside. Rescue workers rushed to the scene, risking their own lives to save others. The bravery and selflessness displayed were nothing short of heroic. In Bangkok, a tourist caught in the building collapse recounted his harrowing escape. The ground started shaking, and then the building just started to fall apart around me. He described the sheer terror of trying to find a way out amidst the falling debris. It was like something out of a nightmare. The scenes of destruction and the faces of those in shock will forever be etched in his memory. These first-hand accounts serve as poignant reminders of the human cost of the disaster. They highlight the resilience of the human spirit and the strength of communities coming together in the face of unimaginable adversity. Each story is a testament to survival, courage, and the enduring hope for a better tomorrow. As the initial shock subsides, the long and arduous task of rebuilding shattered lives and communities begins. The earthquake has not only destroyed homes and infrastructure, but has also deeply affected the hearts and minds of the people. Families are coming together, neighbors are helping each other, and volunteers from around the world are joining hands to restore what was lost. The sense of unity and solidarity is palpable as everyone works towards a common goal: to rebuild and recover. The earthquake has left an indelible scar on Myanmar and Thailand, but amidst the ruins, the indomitable spirit of humanity shines through. Communities are banding together, showing resilience and strength in the face of adversity. The scenes of destruction are heart-wrenching, but they are also a testament to the courage and determination of the people. Rescue workers tirelessly continue their search for survivors, often working around the clock with little rest. Their dedication and bravery are saving lives and bringing hope to families who are anxiously waiting for news of their loved ones. Each life saved is a beacon of hope in these dark times. While aid organizations work to provide food, water, shelter, and medical care to those in need, the support from the international community has been overwhelming. Donations and supplies are pouring in, and volunteers are working tirelessly to ensure that everyone receives the help they need. The collaboration between local and international aid groups is crucial in these efforts. The road to recovery will be long and challenging, fraught with obstacles and setbacks. Rebuilding infrastructure, homes, and lives will take time, patience, and unwavering determination. But with each passing day, progress is being made, and the foundations for a brighter future are being laid. Yet in the face of this tragedy, there is also hope. Hope that from the rubble, a stronger and more resilient future can be built. Communities are not just rebuilding structures, they are also rebuilding their lives, their hopes, and their dreams. The spirit of togetherness and the collective effort to overcome this disaster will pave the way for a better tomorrow.